Students, hierarchy of classification. Hierarchy classification means classification of the living organisms in sequential order, sequential process from higher to lower, lower to higher. That is hierarchy of classification. Next, systematics. What is the meaning of the systematics? Systematics which is the key part of the systematics? That is the taxonomy. Student, key part of systematics is a taxonomy. Okay. Next, systematics means it is the branch of the science. It is also branch of the science. Next, deals with identification, nomenclature, classification and evolutionary history of an organism. Okay students, it is called systematics. Systematics, it is the branch of the science, deals with the nomenclature, identification, classification and evolutionary changes that occurs in the organism. Evolutionary history of an organism. Any changes that occurs in that organism are also taken into consideration in the systematics. Okay, key part of systematics is taxonomy. Okay student, next there are the sequential order. It is with hierarchy of classification. Taxonomic categories includes entire the taxonomic classification includes 7 obligate categories. 7 obligate categories. Student, which are the categories? 7 categories, obligate categories. These are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Each one of the organism have these 7 obligate categories in the animal kingdom. What is the position of the each animal in the animal kingdom? In hierarchy level of the classification, taxonomic classification, each animal that consists these 7 obligate categories in the animal kingdom. Student, next in the system of arranging organisms. System of arranging organisms in sequence of taxonomic categories. Okay students, arranged in proper order. That is the definition for the hierarchy of classification. What is the meaning of hierarchy of classification? System of arranging organisms. Any one of the living organism. Arranged system of arranging organisms in sequence of taxonomic categories. These are the categories. Okay, arranged in proper order. Arranged in proper order. Okay student, these are collectively called, includes called taxa. Any one of the, if you observe, that is taxon. Kingdom, taxon. Phylum, taxon. And class, taxon. Order, taxon. Family, genus, species. These are taxon. All of them collectively called taxa. Okay student, each one singular, that is called taxon. This Linnaeus, what about the role of the Linnaeus in the classification of the living organisms? Okay, Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus, he is a first taxonomist. First taxonomist, and living organisms, entirely living organisms are divided into 2 categories. One is animals and the other one is the plants. And he also established hierarchy of taxonomic categories, that is called taxa. Okay, established hierarchy of taxonomic categories, that is called taxa. Next, what about the Haeckel, another one of the scientists, introduced taxon, the phylum. Introduced the one of the taxon, that is the phylum. Phylum in these 7 obligate categories. Phylum It is the taxon introduced by Ernest Haeckel. Next, another taxonomic categories. Taxonomic categories with a 3-domain classification. It is follows with the 3-domain classification. What about 3-domain classification? 3 domains are present. Okay, these are highest taxon than the animal kingdom. 3-domain classification. Taxonomic categories that also shows 3-domain classification. 3-domain classification. Okay, students, in these 3 domains, one of the domain that is archaea. Domain is the highest taxon, highest category than the kingdom. Domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, like that. Species is the lowest taxon in hierarchy levels of the classification. Domain is the highest taxon. Okay, students, in the hierarchy level of classification. Archaea, it is the one of the domain in 3-domain classification. Archaea, what is the meaning of the archaea? These are prokaryotes. Also includes with Monera. Prokaryotes, that means these are the living organisms that single cell organisms does not shows the distinct nuclei, lacks the distinct nuclei. Okay, student, prokaryotes without the nuclei, the cytoplasm of the cell. These are single cell organisms. Okay, students, this is about the archaea, one of the domain in 3 domains. Next, molecular systematics. What is the meaning of molecular systematics? It is the science deals with classify living organisms, and based on the variations in protein and DNA molecules. Which type of the DNA molecules present in the living organism are cellular organisms, and which type of the proteins also that shows by the living organisms in the body content, in cellular content. Based on this, animals are classified. That is called living organisms goes to classified. That is the science is called molecular systematics. Student, what different definitions are there? What about the taxon? Okay, student, different types of the categories are there in level of classification of living organism. These are different taxons. These are called taxa. Okay, next, taxon, phylum. Okay, this is the phylum after the kingdom. This is the one of the taxon after the kingdom. Which one is the highest taxon before the kingdom? That is called domain. Okay, students, in these 3 domains are domain 1 bacteria, domain 2 archaea, domain 3 eukarya. Okay, students, bacteria, these are the single cell organisms, are the prokaryotes, and lacks the distinct nuclei. Separate nuclei is absent in the cell. Single cell organisms. So domain 1 bacteria, domain 2 archaea. Student, these are also does not shows the distinct nuclei or separate nuclei in the cells, and have some amount of the similarities that are equal to eukaryotes. That is called archaea. Okay, domain 2 archaea, domain 3 eukarya. These are the cells present in the organisms have the distinct nuclei, separate nuclei. Domain 3, eukarya. Students, according to three domain systems, domain 1 bacteria, domain 2 archaea, domain 3 eukarya. According to three domain system, three domain classification, there are six kingdoms. These are named with eubacteria students. Next, archaebacteria and protista. Third one is the protista. Protista are the single cell animals like protozoans, algae, fungi, like that. Protista, okay, single cell animals. Next, plants. Next, fungi and animalia, all the living animals that are present in the kingdom Animalia. Next, eubacteria students, these are prokaryote single cell organisms, lacks the separate nuclei. Archaebacteria, these are also single cell organisms, lacks the distinct nuclei and show some amount of the similarities with protista animals. The living organisms present in protista. These are the organisms, single cell organisms, show some amount of the similarities, some amount of the characteristic features with the living organisms present in protista. Protista, these are also single cell organisms, have the distinct nucleus in the single cell organisms. These are present in kingdom protista. First kingdom eubacteria, second kingdom archaebacteria, third one is protista, fourth one is plantae, fifth one is fungi, sixth one is animalia.